After pretty much dodging the injury bug last preseason and even during the season, we got hit with a few, but not anything that was catastrophic. I mean, we lost CJ Gardner-Johnson for pretty much the season. We lost James Houston. Both of those guys were able to come back. But outside of that, we haven't really got hit. Well, maybe the injury bug is making up for lost time. I saw these couple of tweets earlier today, wanted to bring it to you guys' attention from Jeremy Fowler, but first from last night. Antoine Green was diagnosed with a concussion. We knew that after we went live, while James Houston has a bone bruise in his knee. That would explain why he went out and didn't return. Then this morning, Jeremy Fowler said sources Lions offensive tackle Connor Galvin suffered a torn MCL in Thursday's night preseason game and will require season-ending surgery. The reserve tackle was entering his second year with the Lions, and that absolutely sucks. Especially, I mean, it sucks regardless, but especially the way it happened. Dude got rolled up on, and those are always worse. Is it just me, or it seems like that those always turn into something season-ending? You didn't see it coming. You couldn't have prevented it. There was literally nothing he could do. He was doing his job as an offensive lineman to the best of his ability, got rolled up on, and tore his MCL. Like, wow. And the crazy thing is, last night, someone who was claiming to be his either aunt or uncle was in our live stream. So, and they were asking, were they playing? It was crazy and unfortunate, but we did lose him. Now we found out that Hendon Hooker has a concussion. We found out that I don't know what happened with Bada, what's going on with him, but the Lions were hit last night. We were hit last night, and we are probably going to start looking. I expect this week to be some people brought in as guys like Connor go on injured reserve. Now, I also wanted to talk about something I saw last night. We've been wondering why Jake Bates there's no other kicker on the roster. Now, the Lions will probably bring someone in as insurance just in case he goes down, so they won't have to panic and scramble to find one if that was to happen, God forbid, right? But if Jake Bates last night, Dan Campbell said, we're going with him. We're rolling with him. And it's been a lot of debate on whether or not was he going to get the starting job? And even from when I was making videos before about Bates, about how the Lions have to take a chance on this guy. They're like, yo, we're rolling with him. It was a big kick. Dan was very proud of him. One thing that I noticed last night, and tell me if you saw this too, after Jake made the field goal and everybody was coming over congratulating him and things like that, he did not crack a smile. He did not cheer. He did not do anything. Looked like he was very hard on himself for maybe the way the kickoffs are going or doing less than stellar in practice. I don't know. But Dan Campbell said, he's our guy. We're going with him. We're sticking with him. We're going with him. And he talked about confidence coming up, how it was big for his confidence. And that is a big deal. That's a big deal. I think confidence was something that messed up Josh Reynolds. I truly believe that in that game, man, just in the moment, even though Josh is a vet, he's been doing this a long time. I think he started getting shook, man. And just, he couldn't get it together. He did make a big catch at the end of the game, and I think the same thing with Jamison Williams and all these other guys. Like, you have to be confident, which is why I was surprised that Dan Campbell didn't send him out there again. Send him out there. Maybe he just wanted him to be one of one and walk away with that. But I mean, instead of going for it as many times as we did, we could have just sent him out there, let him kick and build his confidence even further. So the Detroit Lions, man, lost a bunch of guys last night. Some are worse than others, but it begs the question now with James Houston having a bone bruise in his knee. How bad is that? Will it keep him out any preseason games? We don't know, man. We have no idea. So this week, we don't play. The good news is we don't play until a week from tomorrow. So we still have both of our next two preseason games are both on Saturday. So it's this Saturday or coming up. So the 17th, and then the 24th after that is the last one. So hopefully these guys, Bada, we can see what's going on with him. I hope that Antoine Green also has we talked about the concussion. So what is that going to do for the receiver? We talked about Juju Smith-Schuster earlier today, and I don't know, man, but it will be some people cut from other teams, but I guess the injury bug is making up for lost time. So let me know your thoughts, man. I mean, James Houston, that's kind of a big deal. That's a big deal. I don't know. Based off just my interpretation of watching James, he just doesn't seem checked in. He just doesn't. It could just be, him and just how, but he doesn't seem checked in. He seems like something's missing. I don't know what it is, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.